Morning. Here we are again, beginning another week, and I just want to take this opportunity to share a few thoughts with you from Hebrews chapter 12. None of us know what this week's going to be like and what's before us, but this we do know. We have a God who walks with us, a God who helps us walk through issues and challenges, a God who gives us focus and direction in our lives. So I hope this little thought this morning will just help you this week, as I know it's going to help me this week. So let me read you the first 3 verses of Hebrews chapter 12. Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race marked out before us. In chapter 11, you would be aware, it's a chapter about people of faith. And the writer here of Hebrews is encouraging us that we can run with perseverance because many before us have done that. And as you read chapter 11, the great men and women of faith, they were just like you and I. And so we can just walk through anything that comes into our life this week. Verse 2 says, let us fix our eyes on Jesus, the author and perfecter of our faith, who for the joy set before him endured the cross, scorning its shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. Consider him who endured such opposition from sinful men, so that you will not grow weary and lose heart. Whoa, so easy to grow weary sometimes and kind of lose heart. And the writer of the Hebrews totally understood that, just like Father God understands it. And so he gives us a way that we can work through the challenges that we may face, work through the things that we're trying to work out in our own lives in a relationship with God. And his encouragement to us is this: fix your eyes on Jesus. Fix your eyes on Jesus. In other words, don't look at the circumstances, even though they're there, but fix your eyes on Jesus. Now that's easier said than done. Fix your eyes on Jesus when you're in the middle of something and maybe the weight's tough or whatever's going on. It can be very difficult. But I got a bit of a picture when I read this just recently about fixing our eyes on Jesus. You ever seen a military parade where you'll have the generals standing and all the soldiers in the uniforms parading past them? And as they get up to the generals, all of a sudden the commanding officer, who's ever in command of the parade, yells out these words: eyes right! And instantly every soldier, instead of looking where they're walking, they turn their head and they look at the generals. It's a sign of respect and honor. But the focus at that particular time is not on where they're going, not on what is happening in front of them, but on these generals. And the thought I had was this: whatever is going on or happens in your life this week, and you're feeling weary, and you're feeling like maybe you don't have the faith that you need to have or you'd like to have, you're not sure what you ought to do when you're facing a circumstance this week in your life. When you see it before you, it's right there. Just say to yourself, eyes right. And instead of looking at the circumstances, physically turn your head to the right and envisage looking at Jesus. Because when your focus gets on Jesus, just like with these soldiers, the focus be on the general, when your focus gets on Jesus, it's taken off everything else. And it may only be for a few moments that you do that, but the fact that you've done it, you've set your focus on Jesus. You've set your eyes on him, and the circumstances change. Can I encourage you this week? No matter what is going to happen or go on in your life, no matter what you're feeling, no matter what you're expecting and maybe not even seeing it happen, when you're feeling discouraged, turn your eyes right and focus on Jesus. And when you do that, things change. You see things different because you see Jesus in the center of it all. So friends, Have a fantastic week. May God bless you abundantly.